All right, how y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. Your boy Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. No bias talk, no racism. We just keep it fair and square, in my opinion. If you don't like the opinion, that's what the comment section is for. We got Shakur Stevenson, who I feel will be the future of boxing, who will be the next Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford of boxing. A lot of people disagree. I think that Shakur Stevenson has the skill set, the IQ, everything that's necessary to become a great in the sport of boxing. Only 25 years old. He's a three-time world champion already. He's accomplished a lot more than a lot of fighters who are out here that's being proclaimed as the best. And some have accomplished more than him, like Devin Haney. I think he's 25, 26 too. He's been undisputed before, you know what I'm saying? But there's other fighters like Tank, I gotta say his name. I think Tank is a hell of a fighter. High IQ, power. Tank has everything in his arsenal to be great as well, or the next Floyd Mayweather. But I think Shakur Stevenson has everything in his arsenal to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, you see the topic of the video when we're talking about his fight with Artem. I said that Shakur Stevenson has to put on a great performance, and he has to. I myself, and I'm a fan of Shakur Stevenson. I just told y'all how I feel about him, where he will become in the sport of boxing. But I watched the De Los Santos fight. I paid $10. To watch that fight, and I was very upset. I went to sleep by the sixth round. I'm telling you the truth, but still, like he say, y'all have forgotten about the fights that he has had with other, elite fighters or fighters with good names and resumes, Oscar Valdez, Jamel Herring. Of course, I guess y'all gonna do him like y'all do Terrence Crawford. He ain't fought nobody. But yet, to me, this young man resume is already better than Tank's. So, y'all gonna say what y'all gonna say. But the reason he has to put on a great performance is because, for one, he owes the fans that. I can understand him saying he's upset. People dogged him. People said things about him at that time because of what he had to do. He said he was injured. I think people don't really see the skill set of Shakur Stevenson, and acknowledge it. De Los Santos was no joke. For him to go out there and win a fight and barely even throw punches or barely even, do that much in the fight, I think shows the type of IQ and skill set that Shakur Stevenson has. Even though it was lackluster and it didn't look good, I say that again, it did not look good. I went to sleep. But people have to understand that there are levels to boxing. And the reason that I say here's why he has to put on a great performance. For one, Artem lost to Frank Martin. Now, during the Tank Davis and Frank Martin situation, a lot of fans was out there. A lot of fans, in my opinion, I'm going to say this, don't know much about boxing. Y'all saw a guy that had more muscles, finally a black fighter, undefeated, started late. And, he's beat a lot of, opponents out there. Even this guy that Shakur is fighting, he beat Michelle Rivera, even on steroids, PEDs, as they say. But a lot of people chose Frank Martin over Tank Davis. And a lot of y'all didn't understand that it is levels to the sport of boxing. By levels, I mean a fighter who started when they were 18, 15 years old, whatever age Frank Martin started. When he's fighting a fighter who has been boxing since they were 5, 6, 7 years old, they're on different levels. And Tank showed y'all that it's different levels. So the reason Shakur Stevenson has to go out here and beat the hell out of Artem is because there are levels. And I think Shakur Stevenson is going to go out here and show y'all that there are levels to the sport of boxing. Artem was one of Frank Martin's toughest opponents. He went the distance almost with Frank Martin. He gave him a tough fight. And I think Shakur has to go out there and show that he's not a Frank Martin. He has to knock him out, stop him, or just beat him brutally, white glove him, in order to show the public that he's levels above a fighter like Frank Martin, which could help him in the process of getting a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. You see what I'm saying? Because he can't go out there and look bad, and then you out here saying Tank need to fight me. Tank, well, you didn't look good against a guy's opponent that he beat, and I beat him. So why would I get in the ring with you when you can't even look good against a guy that he beat? So this is why Shakur Stevenson has to go out there and put on a hell of a performance Saturday night. And I hope he does. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Shakur. I'm a big fan of all fighters. especially if you got skill set. I'm like one of the old school fight fans. I like skills. I don't care how hard you can punch. I don't care how fast your hands is. And I like skills. I'm talking about an arsenal, not one-dimensional fighters. I like an arsenal, good defense, IQ, punching power, being able to adapt in the ring. Those are the things that I love. And I even back then, the heavyweights even fought with technical skills. Now you get guys like, I hate to say because I'm from Alabama, Deontay Wilders, you know, guys who would just punch hard, who big. Somebody who I think is a great heavyweight, if in the future, if he stops being, you know, forceful and rushing and lunging, is Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson has the athleticism. He has the height. He has the power to be a great in boxing. But I think he sometimes becomes too impatient in the ring, and he gets himself in situations that he shouldn't be in. But if he was trained by an old school trainer with the technique and the skills, and you know, to show you your balance, to show you how to throw punches, you know, combinations, everything, Jared Anderson would be a very tough opponent for any heavyweight that's out there. So this is why Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, has to go out there and be great Saturday night, because it's going to look very bad trying to call out Tank, trying to call out Devin, trying to call out any other big name fighter, even a Teofimo Lopez or Lomachenko. You know, it's going to be very difficult for him to get these fights. And what I was going to say, I was going to say something for my phone just went off. But even the Lomachenko fight, you know, a lot of people now understand this. A lot of y'all looking at it, y'all going to say, well, he fighting Artem. He fighting Frank Martin leftovers. I'm sorry for saying Frank Davis, but Frank Martin leftovers. As y'all know, if y'all really stop just disliking Shakur Stevenson because of his confidence, you will clearly see that a lot of fighters have chosen not to even get in the ring with this young man because of his skill set and what he's able to do in the ring. So if y'all are upset that he fighting this guy, y'all got to be upset at those guys for not getting in the ring with him, especially Tank Davis, Frank Martin, Isaac Cruz. These are names that he's tried to get in the ring with him, and they all turned it down. You know, you don't turn down something unless it's bad and you don't want it. So I don't know why people they're gonna try to go to the business side. They're gonna say Shakur don't sell. He don't have no punching power. Oh, this is what I want to understand about fans who say Shakur ain't got no power. Has he ever punched you in your face? Because I hear a lot of boxing fans, the first thing come out y'all mouth is y'all say, oh, Shakur ain't got no punching power. How you know? How you know? One thing you got to learn about in the sport of boxing, when you move up in levels and you fight fighters that are not there to lose, you're not going to fight. You're not going to knock out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is a fighter who they said had no power, couldn't punch through a wet paper bag. Floyd left the game undefeated. So why are y'all so focused on power and power? Yes, power is great. Yes, Tank has power, but power has to land. And we're talking about a fighter, Shakur Stevenson, who has the lowest rate of being hit in today's boxing. Not the Floyd Mayweather era. He has a percentage of not getting hit. He's taller than Tank, which means nothing. He's a better boxer than any fighter that Tank has ever had in the ring with him. But yet, whenever we mention this fight, the first thing y'all fans want to come out here and say, Tank got punching power. But what if he don't land it? Especially going against a fighter with one of the lowest percentages and getting hit. Now, I still say Tank. I don't really see Tank versus Shakur 50-50 fight. Tank is a very intelligent fighter. He knows when you get tired. He knows how to come at you. But we see Tank get hit a lot. And I know for a fact, he can't go in there letting Shakur get the best on for 7 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. He can't allow that at all because Shakur gonna take over. I'm telling y'all, I take nothing away from Tank Davis. This is if he fought Shakur Stevenson would beat up Tank Davis. Because Shakur Stevenson is not gonna go ball up in the corner and wait to be hit. Shakur Stevenson gonna stand right there in front of that ring, or as y'all say, run because he moved. He gonna stand right there in the later rounds and beat the hell out of Tank. Because if this is what y'all gotta understand, Why Tank won't fight him then? Why Tank going to fight Lomachenko? Lomachenko ain't never said that Tank was dodging him or ducking him. Lomachenko ain't never said nothing bad about Gervonta Tank Davis. But you got a fighter right here that stood up on a video and said, you worried about Floyd Mayweather and all them other guys. Why don't you fight me? I need you to get in the ring and beat me. But yet everybody want to say that Shakur can't do it. Well, maybe y'all fight a Tank, and my fighter for Tank, I like Tank too, don't want to get in the ring with him. Or is it that, hold up, is it that he wants to go the easy route? So we're going to start back with that. You know, that was the Errol Spence, talk. We're going to go the easy route, and we're going to get this fight and that fight, and then we're going to go after the belt. No. And I respect what Tank doing. That's another payday. That's a big fight, Lomachenko. Or I don't really think that fight going to happen. I think it's just a call out to keep his name hot. But if he should fight Lomachenko, he has a great possibility of beating Lomachenko 7 years after the fact. This was a fight we wanted to see 7 years ago. And a lot of people looking at Lomachenko like he done slowed down. He's aged, of course. In my opinion, he beat Devin Haney. And that'll be a 50-50 fight. But a lot of y'all ain't putting no respect on Lom's name and his abilities in the ring. Tank, a lot of people are sitting here talking, what fighter has Tank ever fought with the resume and the skill set of Vasyl Lomachenko? And somebody got on my channel and said something dumb, and they asked me a question. They said, what fighter has Lomachenko fought with the same skill sets as Tank Davis? Now, you need to go check that man's resume before you ask something stupid like that. All right? Vasyl Lomachenko has one of the best resumes in the game behind Canelo Alvarez. I would say Terrence Crawford if you really knew what boxing was. And he got one of the best resumes out there to fought top-notch competition. Yes, he done seen a fighter like Tank Davis before, elite fighter like Tank Davis before, and he done beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where people getting that from. I don't understand it. But I always tell y'all this. Whenever it's time, y'all remember me telling y'all this. This is the truth. Whenever you see a fighter who grew up in boxing, and all these guys grew up in boxing together, especially when they started young. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, many of them started young. So they know that when they're facing, or when it's time to face a certain opponent, that this guy has as much understanding and knowledge of the sport of boxing as I have. That's why when it's time to fight a Shakur Stevenson, a T.O., or Tank versus T.O., or Tank versus Devin, all of a sudden we hear A side. He doesn't sell like I sell. It's always a problem with making those type of fights because they don't want to lose. A lot of them don't want their O to go. And they understand that because they've been doing this for so long. This guy has a better chance of beating me because he's been doing the same amount of time I have. That's why it's so difficult to make big fights, because casuals don't understand that. Just like the casuals who chose Frank Martin over Tank, the casuals don't understand that fighters know who really got it and who don't. So whenever it's time to negotiate a fight or make a fight, the first thing they come out and say is, oh, I'm on the A side, he on the B side. Oh, he don't sell like I sell. I put people in the seats. Oh, he just a hater. He just want to be like me. His promoter won't let him fight. It's always an excuse when that fighter has the same amount of boxing knowledge as that fighter who they're trying to fight. So that's why you don't see a lot of fights getting made, and that's why we hear a lot of these excuses, as I call them. You know what I'm saying? Or they bid too high. Oh, I want $10 million. I want $20 million to fight him. That's ducking. He don't sell what I sell. Nobody knows him like that. Well, they're gonna know him after he fights you. If he have the opportunity to get in the ring with you, then people will know him, right? So, and some people have fought lesser opponents and been on pay-per-view. Tank is one of them. You can't say I wouldn't make money off a Devin fight or a Teofimo Lopez fight when you've been on pay-per-view with people who have lesser names. We didn't know who Isaac Cruz was when Tank fought Isaac Cruz. Did any of y'all know who Isaac Cruz was? Thank you, my brother. Did anybody know who Isaac Cruz was? So how is it that, when it's time to fight a Devin or a T.O. or somebody with a value night, they ain't gonna get no credibility out them. You done fought fighters that nobody even know about. Had the Luis Garcias. Huh? Hugo Ruizes. We didn't know them fighters. And yet you was on pay-per-view. So I'm telling y'all, man, once y'all start reading in between the lines, y'all start saying it. You know, when it's time, or he don't sell like I sell, he don't make that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Yes, this is a business. I know a lot of y'all gonna say that, this is a business. You have to understand that. It's a business, true. But why it ain't a business when you out there picking fighters don't nobody know about? Have you noticed how fights are being made easy when they're a fighter that's with a low IQ or one-dimensional, or that's been beat a lot of times, or nobody knows? The fight's made easy. But when you say, hey, I want to fight this other dominant fighter who's an all-around well fighter, he over there signed with Golden Boy. He ain't never been on pay-per-view. He don't make the money I make. Yeah, because they know. They know. All right, Easy. I believe once a black fighter loses, his stock goes down. But when a Mexican fighter loses his stock, he stays the same for some reason. I think that's because, and with black fighters, everybody wants to be Floyd Mayweather. And even black fans even black casual fans look at boxing like if you've lost, then you're no longer, you lost, you no good. You ain't worth me watching no more. But if you are a real fan of boxing, whether you black, white, purple, or green, then you will understand that even some of the greatest have lost. And that's what makes it best when they come back. When Mike Tyson first lost, people couldn't wait to see him come back. You see what I'm saying? But now we in this Mayweather era, and if you're old gold, the casual fans don't want to see him no more. They don't understand that this is a warrior sport. This is not basketball. You know, everybody ain't gonna win the championship once they get to the finals. And that's what boxing is. Everybody's not gonna win the championship when they get to the finals. But that's what casual boxing fans, not just black casual boxing fans, but a lot of casual boxing fans think, he's old gone. I don't want to watch him no more. He ain't no good. What's up with you, Victor? Ain't no point in me watching him no more. Thoughts on what Ryan said. What did Ryan say? Tell me what Ryan said, please. I knew Cruz before Tank fought him, but I can understand why many people don't know him because he wasn't as popular as Tank. Exactly. And they put him right on pay-per-view. But then when you ask Tank or somebody like, why don't you get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson next? Because we ain't going to make much money. You made money when you was in there with Isaac and nobody knew him. So how can you say that? Bro, if Tank ain't fought nobody, Shakur Fast hasn't fought nobody. They about on the same level. They about on the same level. But you gotta take this. You gotta think about this. Shakur has been unified before. Shakur has been unified before. Has Tank been unified? And I'm not bashing Tank. I'm a fan of Tank as well. I just tell the truth on my channel, y'all. I'm not a Tank hater. I'm not any black man getting money. Trust me, I'm not a hater of yours. Okay? You feeding your family, you tasting, you eating shrimp, lobster, steak, all that. I'm not hating. I just keep it real. Tank ain't never been unified. Ever. I watch a lot of boxing, even fighters nobody heard of. I need to start doing that as well. You know, I be at work, man. Also, I ain't even put up there. Support the channel, man. We ain't rich over here. I think because I be saying I go to work, people don't like to support the channel. Support the channel. It's at the bottom of the screen, man. If you like the channel, support the channel. We ain't rich. We trying to get this money on. You understand me? I get off here every night from working and holler at y'all. You feel me? Show your boy some love, man, if you can. Cloud to TJ, that's not true. Sean Porter took a lot of L's. His stock never fell. And that's what's going to happen with fighters like Sean Porter. When you fight the best, you're going to lose sometime. But I have Sean Porter up on a pedestal when it comes to boxing because he actually went out there and fought people. He fought every big name in his weight class. You can't never say nothing bad about Sean Porter. You see what I'm saying? He was different. Whether he lost or not, which I feel he left, the game because I felt he was going to be a gatekeeper. But at the end of the day, Sean Porter fought everybody. That's what boxing is about. That's what boxing is about. Sean Porter never said, "Oh, he make more money," or he ain't a known fighter like me, or he this and he that. Sean Porter got in the ring with everybody and fought them. That's what I love about Sean Porter. That's one thing I love about Oscar De La Hoya too. Say what you want to say about Oscar De La Hoya. I'm telling you this now. Say what you want to say about Oscar. But at the end of the day, I ain't never seen Oscar duck nobody. I ain't never seen Oscar De La Hoya duck nobody. That's real deal boxing right there. That's real deal boxing. So I don't know what people be talking about. You want to be the best, you got to fight the best. You got to beat the best. Either Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson is a diamond in the haystack. Whether they lose or win, people are going to see them fight. Other boxing doesn't have a fan base like that. Because I have to teach people this all the time. There's a difference between household names and boxing superstars. There's a difference between household names and boxing superstars. Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali are household names. By that, I mean your grandmother knows who they are. Your uncle, your auntie who don't watch boxing know their name. Remember when Roy Jones and Mike Tyson came back and did that exhibition and they did a million pay-per-views? This when they was blaming stuff on being streams, but yet Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. can come back and do 1 million streams, outdoing Tank, Canelo Alvarez, and many others who was on pay-per-view. There's a difference. Household names. This when everybody in your house know this person. Boxing superstars are only known by us fans that watch boxing. You see now? You see? A lot of these fighters who y'all think are really superstars, if they just showed up in a regular mall without security, you'll walk past them. If they showed up without a camera behind them and 3 big dudes walk around and an entourage behind them, you'll walk right past them. You wouldn't even know they was a fighter. And they've been on TV and everything because they are boxing superstars. Same way with dudes that's in the NBA. Kobe Bryant, a household name. Michael Jordan, household name. LeBron James, household name. Half them dudes in the NBA, if you see them in the mall by themselves, you wouldn't know who they was. You wouldn't know who they was. Because it's a difference between superstars and household names. And that's just the truth of it. It ain't knocking nobody. These dudes got money. I ain't hating. It's just the truth. Boy, you losing to Israel, I bet 500. You gonna lose them 500. Israel still has an amateur fighting style, and he lunges a lot. He lunges with his right hand. He has an amateur fighting style. He's strong. He got power, but Bud gonna get him out of there in the later rounds. Bud gonna get him up out of there in the later rounds. I guarantee y'all that. Go to that body early, take some of that power away from him. Bud gonna eat him up in the later rounds. Bud gonna do him bad in the later rounds. I promise y'all that. But he's a strong fighter. He got power. A lot of y'all talking about he got 10 fights. The dude was a known amateur, a good amateur. You know, like Lomachenko likes like good known amateur style. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he had his chance to go at a title as early as he did. He's not at 10 fights because somebody just said, hey, let's give this dude Israel a title shot. No, he got there from his hard work in the amateurs. The same way they did Lomachenko. When Lomachenko first started in the professionals, where his second fight, he got a title shot. So a lot of people looking at him like he's just a step over, or because it's Bud, this guy is a nobody. But Bud make everybody look like nobodies. Bud make everybody look like nobody. Now, speaking of a fight, somebody else who got to show and prove something, we got Boots Ennis, who's supposed to be fighting David Ebenezer. Now, Boots can't be out here calling out no more Terrence Crawford if he don't go out here and knock out Ebenezer earlier than Crawford did. If Ebenezer go 12 rounds with Boots, y'all don't ever say his name again with Terrence Crawford. It's the same thing Shakur got to do to Artem. If Jerron Ennis go out here and go 12 rounds with David Ebenezer, and it's a tough fight, don't say nothing else about Boots versus Bud no more. Don't say nothing about that. Don't mention that no more. But they're gonna try to ride that into the ground. Crawford had to boost his title because Crawford wanted to go up to the next level and make more money. He gets no money unless the guys overseas pay for that fight. Terrence Crawford won't gain anything by fighting Boots. Because when he beat Boots, the first thing y'all gonna say is, oh, he was supposed to do that. Boots wasn't seasoned enough. Look at Boots' resume. Who has he really fought to fight Terrence Crawford? Ain't gonna be nothing but excuses. Y'all did the same thing when he beat up Errol Spence. Now y'all saying the man was high and he was on drugs when he went up there and got beat up. It's gonna be the same exact excuses. Oh man, if Boots would have waited 2 more years, Boots was weight drained. Boots fell off a bike 2 days ago. It's gonna be all kinds of excuses when he loses. I'm telling you. All right, we gonna see Alex. Anyone calling Crawford cheating with no power step, foot in a square circle. Never said. People gonna have their opinions, man. But a lot of people just don't. A lot of people just tuning in the boxing. They ain't been watching it for a long time. I've been thinking about that boy for 2 days. That boy gonna be something serious. Abdullah Mason. He is bad. He is bad. It's gonna be a lot of fighters don't want to fight him. That boy raw. That boy got skills. What weight class is Abdullah Mason in? As a matter of fact, Abdullah Mason is the truth. He's the truth. That dude can fight. That boy can fight. I want to see. You know what? I don't want to lie to you. 130. Ooh. He at 135. They don't want to see that boy. They don't want to see him. He got a lot of people he can go at too. He can go at Keyshawn Davis, Kid Austin. It's a lot of fighters he can go. He can try to go get at. But I see that nobody at 135 want a piece of Andy Cruz though. Nobody want to holler at Andy Cruz. I want to see somebody go. If you big and bad, go beat Andy Cruz. If you big and bad at 135, go fight Andy Cruz. That boy is bad. Andy Cruz, something serious. He's what's up with Lopez talking about fighting Bud. Dude better find somebody to play with. That brother is no joke. Bud will give Lopez brain damage. And I'm a fan of Teofimo Lopez as well. Bud will give him brain damage. He better go find somebody to play with for real. For real, for real. Bud will beat the hell out of him. Bud will hurt him seriously. Especially after that performance, bro. T.O. need a new trainer, y'all. Just like Sean Porter needed a real trainer. You can only take your son so far in a dangerous sport like this, and you should allow them to go and be trained by somebody who really knows how to train a fighter. No, I never trained to fight. I just been watching boxing since I was a little boy, since I was 8 years old, bro. I've always loved it. It's the only sport that I watch. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could watch it enough, but I have to work. You know what I'm saying? So I have to work. But I appreciate that comment too. Fight doesn't even make sense. Crawford too big and strong for T.O. T.O., you know, I give T.O. credit. When T.O. come out there and fight, he go fight the top dog. You know, T.O. say when he number one at 140. Well, go beat Jack Catterall. Because Jack Catterall beat Josh Taylor before you did. Go beat Jack Catterall. Go beat Jack Catterall. If you really the man at 140, go beat Jack Catterall because he been beat Josh Taylor, and they stole that man legacy from him. Appreciate you, brother. Also, like I said, if you want to support the channel, it's right down there at the bottom. Easy Work 83. Y'all give me 1 second. You gotta go beat Jack Catterall, and then when you beat Jack Catterall, then I listen to you say that you the man, because Jack Catterall really is the man. He really beat the undisputed champion of the world, and they cheated him. Mastermind, how you doing, my brother?
You ain't lying. That Jack Catterall, hey, he's a hell of a fighter, ain't he?
Yeah, he got a fun. His style is
Quirky,
crazy.
He got a quirky style.
Yeah, he looked like he's simple to beat, but evidently he ain't.
Right, like you said, he beat Josh Taylor twice.
Yes.
This is impressive, but like you said, we got Fight of the Year coming up. Lomachenko, Tank Davis. They don't get no better than that. Easy.
Yeah.
You talk boxing IQ against boxing IQ. That you gonna be blown away with that. That might be one of the best ones you ever seen, man, in your life.
Who you picking?
I'm going with the upset, man. Go with the training with the upset decision, controversial close decision. I think Tank got to knock him out to win.
You think you got to knock him out to win?
That's going to be very difficult. I cannot picture him being knocked out unconscious the way Tank be doing him. See, Tank a bad man the way he be leaving him unconscious. Though.
Oh, your microphone messing up. I think you're too close to your phone or something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think it's going to be a tough fight. But one thing we got to worry about with Vasyl Lomachenko is them laying off on them rounds, man. He got to understand he can't do that, man.
Yeah, but Tank similar. He's similar.
Huh?
Tank does the same thing. He's similar. He does it. Sometimes
fighting an opponent like Tank, he can't take off no rounds unless it's 1 or 2 to keep his breath. You know what I'm saying? So he won't tire out or something like that. But you can't be going down no 12 rounds and not throwing no punches like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you agree the reason why he didn't throw punches against T.O. because he's scared of the power? Because T.O. had devastating knockout power early in the fight.
But see, T.O. blessed, and I say this all the time, T.O. blessed that they don't fight 15 rounds no more. If they went 15 rounds, he was finna beat the hell out of Teofimo Lopez. Just go back and watch the fight, y'all. If y'all think I'm capped, go back and watch T.O. versus Loma and watch from when Loma took off, and I think it was what, the 7 round. Look how he was beating up Teofimo. Teofimo is really a front runner too. I just want to tell y'all that.
You forget he was about to knock him out in the 12th round. Knock out Loma right in the last 10 seconds.
Teofimo is a front runner. Teofimo, if you go at him, he good for 6-7 rounds. I saw that against the guy that Klagic. He's a real front runner. Take nothing away from him. I'm a fan of him, but I'm just telling you the truth. Teofimo Lopez is built off his athleticism.
So you forgot he almost knocked him out in the last 10 seconds of that 12th round.
Who that? Teofimo?
Yeah, Lomachenko almost got knocked out. The referee saved him. Remember, he jumped in the last 10 seconds when the headbutt happened.
I can't recall it. I don't really too much remember that fight, but I remember when I was watching that fight and they got in them later rounds, all I seen was Teofimo head doing this. That's all I seen.
That's two fights in a row Lomachenko lost because he lost the 12th round. He lost the 12th. If he would have won that round, it probably would have been a draw. It was yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, man, but that Tank Davis, I don't see no weaknesses. I don't see no weaknesses in Tank Davis. I don't know how you beat the guy like that. He'll allow you to sleep and then hit you with the haymaker.
Oh, let me read this comment. He said, easy thoughts on Bronny James making a draft when he isn't even scoring 5 points in a college game. Hey, that's the politics of. That's why I don't watch the NBA. The NBA is trash. It's rigged. It's a magnetic ball. It's fake. The NBA is super rigged. I don't even see how people watch it. You know, that should just tell you enough right there. Don't bet your money on it. Don't bet your money on the NBA. It's rigged as hell. It's a magnetic ball, y'all. Look how Steph Curry just come out of nowhere and just shoot a ball in the air and it goes straight in. No form, no nothing. It's fake. And this is no game. I'm 6'6". I don't watch basketball at all. People always ask me, did you see the game last night? I don't watch that. I don't watch that shit. No.
6'6"?
Yeah, I'm 6'6".
Good God. Where'd you get that from, Pops?
Now, my dad's 6'2". I don't know. I guess it's in my genes, though. All my nephews tall, too, though.
Yeah, man. Hey, but like you said, man, the way Davis, I don't know no way to beat him. I just think he's stepping in that. Well, you got to say this is his greatest opponent thus far. Lomachenko by far his best opponent. That's a fact. So.
Of course, that'll be the headliner on his resume besides Ryan Garcia. But let me ask you this, Mastermind. What you feel about what Shakur's upcoming fight tomorrow against Artem? What you feel gonna happen in that fight?
I'm rooting for a knockout for Shakur. I want Shakur to win. How many losses does this guy have?
I've paid no attention to him. I know he got one loss from Frank Martin. Frank Martin defeated him, which is why I say Shakur has to come out there and put on a hell of a dominant performance against this dude. Because you can't be calling out Tank saying this dude go 12 rounds with you, Shakur.
And easy, you got to remember, you got to take that Tank Davis fight because you got to cash in while the money good. So I think Frank Martin made the right decision taking that fight because I think this was the best opportunity for him coming off the layoff, both fighters.
But you also have to say this too, that Frank Martin really did duck Shakur because why wouldn't you, same thing, a title shot. True enough, he probably got paid more, but he went in and said he signed the contract at first and bagged out.
Yeah, that was a smart move. Easy, that's how you do it. I'd rather lose the Tank than Shakur.
But why? When you could have got shot the WBC title.
I can't beat Shakur. I can't beat neither one of them. I'm gonna take the bigger money. I can't beat Shakur or that's the situation he was in. You got to go for the best one. Fight Canelo. Don't fight Crawford.
Yeah. And that's the whole point of what I was trying to make. And you said it yourself. You said he realized he probably couldn't beat neither one of them, so he went with the most money.
Come on. We know this boxing, don't we, man? Boxing IQ high. That boxing IQ high, man. Charlo knew he couldn't beat Canelo.
Charlo probably could if he would have fought.
Nah, he's too small, man.
If he would have actually fought the man, I think he would have had a better chance. But he went out there for a payday simply, and to duck Tim Tszyu.
Yes, easy, man. Come on, man. You came with the fire right there. But let's talk about how hard it's gonna be to beat legend, very Mexican. He got too much experience on all of us. He got more experience than Crawford. He got 70 fights, man.
70 fights mean nothing when all you got to do is put a jab in his mouth. That's what Floyd did, and counter punch him.
But Floyd has more experience.
Bivol beat him with a jab. With a jab.
Yep.
All you got to do is create distance and put your jab in Canelo's mouth. And when he try to come in and do all that hard punch and grab him and hold him, reset your offense, move back in the center of the ring, start back over that jab in his mouth. That's it.
But let's be fair, Easy. Light heavyweight is a little out of his league.
Yeah, no one. Hold on. No one.
Yep.
He went up and beat Kovalev.
That was you remember that was, we already knew that was garbage when we seen it.
Oh yeah, I know that was a rigged fight.
Yeah, me and you discussed that. So that's what made people think that he could fight. No, if you, like you said, kind of as a rigged fight like me and Easy does, you realize it's not too many light heavyweights that Canelo could beat.
No, hell no. Canelo couldn't beat Anthony Yard.
Nope.
At 175, he couldn't beat him.
And Crawford can't beat Canelo Alvarez. He too big, too much experience.
Shit. I ain't gonna say that. It's a dangerous fight for Crawford. It's a possibility he could lose, but Crawford has too much boxing IQ for Canelo.
Easy. Hey, Easy. You talk about Apollo Creed. Remember when he got killed by that? You try to get Crawford killed out there, man. If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
He too good. He's too easy. Real talk. He's too great of a fighter to go up there and commit suicide. For a fan. Only way is if he wins. The only way is good is if he wins. If he lose, he should have lost.
And one thing that got me worried if that fight was to come and play is that Canelo and Mauricio Suleiman allowed this nigga to cheat. They allow him to come in with steroids, and they know Canelo was a cheater. So that's one thing that I don't like. If I was Terrence, we got to have random blood and urine Olympic style testing the whole time.
Easy, you did it yourself when you sign a contract to fight a guy three weight divisions above you. Like Sweet Whitaker said, that's preposterous. I'm not going up to fight Roy Jones. Roy Jones would have beat the shit out of Sweet Pea, and Sweet Pea a better fighter. But he can't go to 168 and beat him.
I mean, certain things can't have been done in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We just can't say it can't be done. But I was on a scale of 100%. I got 40% that, you know, Terrence might not defeat him because of the size factor. But as far as skill set, if Terrence Crawford was a 168 pounder, he'll beat the hell out of Canelo Alvarez.
Oh yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying, okay, go through your boxing index. There's unprecedented. Nobody has jumped up weight classes and beat anybody in the whole history of 200 years. That's why it can't be done. If he do it, he the best fighter of all time.
Yeah, if he do it, he the best ever. 3 times undisputed.
Floyd is. Hey, Floyd. I bet you Floyd would call him the best if he go up and do that.
Floyd ain't got no choice.
Yep.
Floyd ain't got no choice. 2-time undisputed, then went up 3 weight classes and beat Canelo Alvarez and became undisputed. He the best, man.
Well, I think he'll get either he gonna get killed in the ring or he gonna take the power and stay away like Carlo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wasn't supposed to be on this long. It's time to get off, man. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I got things to do. I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Lay down for work tomorrow. But I thank everybody for tuning in, man. Like I said, at the bottom of the screen, you see it strolling by. You ain't blind. There's the Cash App if you want to support the channel. I truly appreciate you. And I thank y'all for tuning in. And hopefully Shakur Stevenson comes out victorious with a devastating knockout early tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all time. Just comment, subscribe to the channel, go to your bells and hit always. You will know that I'm on. And I thank you for coming on, Mastermind. I thank y'all for tuning in. It's easy. I'm up out of here, baby. I thank y'all very much, man. Stay tuned to the channel. Uh, tomorrow night when I get off. But I thank y'all for supporting the channel. This your boy Easy Work. I'm out.